Why am I so red? I don't like this. Why do I look so red? Hold on, let me check it up. I'm not a good singer. Yeah, I'm not. Why do I look so red? Okay, hold on. Hey, sir. My day was doing good. How was your day? Y'all can keep talking to me. I'm just seeing why am I so red. I don't know. Let me fix that. Let me open my buttons. I just ate something. Just open my pants. Let my stomach hanging. Tomorrow I gotta go to the gym. I'm gonna look good for the gym. Not y'all pregnancy. No, no, no. That's no. That's really red. Ah. Hey, Lamar. Guys, go follow me on Twitch, please, 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 and subscribe to my Twitch. If you're gonna send some gifts here, I'd rather you go to my Twitch. Thank you for the follow. Hanging with Ken. Okay, hold on. I'm fixing my because why do I look so red? Obviously not that red, but it's like this. Let me make it look. That's better. Let's look more like me. This red was. This red was not. What is this? Move. Okay, that does not change anything. Okay, let me apply that. It should be fine. How you doing? I'm not playing games today. Long story short, I'm saving up for internal space for my PC because I don't have enough space. So, guys, please go ahead, please come over. Okay, the chat. What is? Oh, why is it all over here? Okay. Why is the chat so little? Nobody can read that. Thank you for the follow, guys. Okay, this is better. Okay, guys. We're doing body cam. How does that? No, I just get an internal SSD card and I just put it in my PC inside of it. I'm trying to get like 2 terabyte so I can just do whatever on here. I think 1 terabyte is good. I feel like with 1 terabyte I'll be good. But you know what? If I can just do that, I can edit on here and I can do everything at once, and I don't gotta worry about I don't gotta worry about anything. Ugh. Okay, thanks. Ooh, you can tell I just ate. Oh, please don't look at my stomach, please. Anyways, let's start the video. Can I get a hell yeah? Who is here? Who is here? Can I get a hell yeah? Hello, guys. Why is this out? Go back inside. Yes, thank you. No, everybody that's in here, go to my Twitch right now. That's daily sub goes 10, but I'm not gonna stay on long enough to reach that. But like, can we get at least one sub? Come on. Okay, let's watch. Dad realizes cops discovered his horrifying English is hard. Horrifying secret. Do you know anything about gravesite being here? A gravesite being here. No, it doesn't work.
A gravesite being here? Well, the dog actually alerted to it right there when it's laid up against the tree.
Right here, you see this? There's three big. It looks bloodish.
He's a bad person.
In what way?
Every way I know.
I'm actually glad he's in jail. He needs to die in jail with all that he's done.
Why didn't he want you to leave with your dad?
Because he's
When 56-year-old James Jim T. Whitaker suddenly vanished, police believed their...
Hey Dre, we are just watching all body cam footage together. I don't know, whatever he did, he definitely did that. Look at this man, look at his face. Look at his face. Somebody on TikTok one time said there's like a whole theory out there that they say if you have thin lips, then you are a horrible person. Yeah. So if you was born with thin lips, then you're most likely meant to be a horrible person. Hey, Vale. That's a wild theory. I saw it on TikTok, but then I just thought about it, right? I thought about it. And most horrible people that I know, they do have thin lips, so...
Biggest concern would be unraveling the truth of what happened to him. But as they dove deeper into the investigation, they soon uncovered that this was just the beginning of a twisted case. Jim's disappearance would prove to be the catalyst in exposing a sickening secret that had been kept hidden for years.
Let me see. That's something. Oh, it appears to be a skull cap. Huh? Yeah.
It all began on the afternoon of July 25th, 2020, when sheriff's deputies in Hocking County, Ohio responded to reports of...
Hi, Death Rider. Go sub to my Twitch right now. Be watching something, sweetheart.
Gunshots in a residential neighborhood.
Some moms want to build
No, we're not doing that. Hold on. No. You're not getting free ads out of
income
me.
from home. They just don't want to post, pitch, or be online all the time. And that's exactly why Amazon Zoo.
You're not gonna hear that.
All right.
We shot gun. 40.
I need to fix my stream deck so I can just tap
But you said you got a
buttons.
horseshoe there.
I shot things.
The deputies were greeted by 18-year-old Melody Dixon and her father, 40-year-old Michael, or Mike as he was most often known. While Mike had been staying at his friend James Jim Whitaker's property for about 2 years, Melody had moved in about 4 months ago. While nothing may have seemed amiss with the father and daughter initially, police would likely look back at this interaction with concern later.
What'd you shoot in it? What kind of ammo? Okay. That'd be terrific.
There was something far more alarming going on at this house.
I have a question. Every time I hear terrific, I always think terrific sounds like terrifying. So it's like when people say terrific, I know they mean it like it's something good, but I'm just saying, like, every time I hear terrific, I feel like it's just like, oh no, you know? But I guess it's something good.
Than disruptive shooting. However, with the residents being so cooperative, the deputies had no reason to think that anything was amiss. They would soon realize just how wrong they were.
Was you shooting anything else?
That and the 22.
Okay. We had
I only shot that once, and I can show you where it hit the tree. Okay, because I know they go far. It's like shooting a rifle. Well, the new ones.
Well, it's no big deal. We had somebody that fired a gun and it struck a windshield. Nobody got hurt or anything like that.
The father and daughter were let off with a warning, and the deputies departed. Just a few short hours later, though, another deputy would be back at the same property under vastly different circumstances. Jim's family had called the police to report him missing.
This is my dad's property, Jim Whitaker.
Okay.
We haven't been able to communicate with him for 20-some days. He's not in his house.
I think something's happened to him.
There's other people in here when we got here. They left about as soon as we got here. They didn't give us no answers on where he was.
The thing is, I know my son.
He's never done this.
Never.
Hold on. Does that mean they unalived him and I was talking smack about him? I apologize. I thought we talking about him. That's what's going on? I don't know what's going on. But there's a dark secret and we're gonna find out. I don't know.
6 years old. He's never just disappeared.
Right.
Jim's mother said she'd last talked to him at the beginning of the month, around the 4th of July. They frequently spoke and had made plans to check in with each other the next day. But Jim never answered the phone again. While it was clear Jim was missing, police were likely alarmed to see that Mike and Melody had also vanished. The nature of their relationship, along with the reason they decided to suddenly depart, raised more than a few questions. Jim's family had actually seen Mike acting suspiciously earlier, just after the deputies who responded to the reports of gunshots left.
He had a 50-pound bag of dog food in one hand, a live dog, a chainsaw, and reached over and grabbed 5 arrows off of that thing that's out there and a pair of gloves.
Those were not the only items missing from the house. Some of Jim's things were missing too, including a firearm, a crossbow, and 2 TVs.
It's possible that he just took his personal possessions right here in
It's
this area.
very unlikely.
Like, I'm out.
He has struggled to
I
keep this
understand that.
house
I'm just
for
saying it's
years.
a possibility.
It's a possibility.
Okay.
But he would have done that when my mom died, not now, just all of a sudden.
Okay.
Still trying to figure out exactly when Jim went missing, police also spoke with his friend Keith. While he provided interesting information, the story got even more bizarre. Keith claimed that Mike had showed him a strange note, allegedly written by Jim back on July 12th, 13 days earlier.
Mike came out. We were fiddling with something in the garage. Mike was fixing something, and I was sitting there fiddling with it. He came in the house, and then he come back out, and he's like, I just found this in Melody's stuff. And it sounded like an odd profession love to Mike's and his daughter, that girl Melody.
So I'm a little bit confused. This guy wrote a love note to that girl confessing, I don't know. I'm confused. I don't know what the secret is. What I think probably what happened was like he tried to be with that girl. The daddy found out, and then the daddy got jealous. And the daddy tried to, or did, unalive him. But because I'm saying jealous, not because he's a father, I feel like the daddy has a crush on the daughter. And it's just because, I'm just assuming, I might be wrong. So allegedly, he probably is in love with his own daughter, and then he got jealous of James because of Mike's daughter. You know what I mean?
/ notes.
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
you know...
Very weird.
It was signed Jimbo. I didn't think Jimmy ever signed his name Jimbo, you know.
Additionally, the handwriting didn't appear to match Jim's penmanship, and his mother and daughter both said the way it was written didn't sound like Jim at all. While they didn't know it just yet, this note would end up being a huge clue, helping to explain what exactly had happened to Jim. As well, the timing of the note meant that Jim could have been missing for weeks at this point. It was clear that something wasn't right, Unfortunately, the most likely sources of answers were Mike and his daughter Melody, and they were nowhere to be found. The next day, several deputies and detectives from the sheriff's office returned with a warrant to Jim's property to conduct another search. What they uncovered made their hunt for Mike and Melody even more urgent.
What's in the basement?
That's where Michael was staying at. There's a bunch of crap. I would definitely
Wear what?
I'd definitely wear gloves. It's dirty.
Who kicked in the door? I'm just trying to turn away.
That shit looks scary. What the hell is going on? I'm so confused. Guys, are you watching with me? Because I lost the plot, I think I lost the plot. I don't know. Oh.
What was like it and what was new, that type of thing.
But that door has never been locked. Never, ever.
So
Mike can put that on there.
Do you know why?
No, I have no idea why.
When the officers entered the basement and saw the conditions, they quickly realized that this would not be an easy search. One thing, however, likely stood out to them right away. Mike and Melody were both supposedly living here, but there was only one bed. While this was clearly
Am I right? Am I by my theory? Are they daughter and daddy, like, are they a couple? Or, like, I don't want to say it's a couple because that was probably, he groomed her, so. But, is he in love with his daughter? Like, that should look nasty as hell. I don't know what they got going on. Like, ugh. They're from Alabama. They're definitely from Alabama.
burning. It was only the tip of the disturbing iceberg when it came to Mike and Melody.
Smells like feet.
Next time, tomorrow, I'm gonna be on here and I'm gonna go be knitting. I'm just gonna multitask because I'm learning how to knit, so I should probably learn how to multitask. I just ate. I wear these waist beads because so I don't overeat and I don't gain crazy weight. So I have these, but like every time I eat, it's so annoying because they're so tight right now. Ah, I ate too much. Okay, anyways, next one.
I think my smell quit. What? So I think I quit smelling a while ago.
Hold on.
No blondies.
I'm streaming.
The camo bag?
Oh my god, this is just nasty. Like, how can you even live like that? Like, how is your skin not itchy? How's your skin not itchy? Look at this. Like, where can you even lay anywhere? I don't even want to, like, imagine the smell. The smell probably crazy as hell.
I saw the camo bag I flipped.
You have the light on.
Like blood.
There, see the glove?
I was looking at that bag right there.
Right here, you see this? There's three big, looks bloodish. There's four, actually.
Faced with the inhospitable state of the basement, the officers went back upstairs to regroup. Eventually, they decided to call out a K-9 search unit to go over the entire property, inside and out.
Alright, let's collect that stuff in the basement real quick or I'll send her downstairs. Station 1. Going home and taking a bath. Yes.
The dog didn't alert upstairs or downstairs in the house, not even for the presumed drops of blood on the camouflage print bag found in the basement. A second dog was brought in to double-check and delivered the same result. While this may have seemed promising when considering Jim's fate, it wouldn't for long. The
No. Do we have a flag? Are we really in Alabama? We might be in Alabama. We might. No, you're not. I'm not 26. How old am I then?
Investigators swabbed the item and took it as evidence just in case, before expanding the search to the great outdoors.
Nothing? How close does he have to be, depending on...
Usually within about 4 to 6 feet. He'll alert.
Okay.
While following the dog, one of the detectives came across what appeared to be a tombstone. Here, the canine alerted, which it was trained to do only if it detected the smell of human remains. Before they could start digging, Jim's daughter returned to the scene. What she said dashed any hope of finding clues near the headstone.
Do you know anything about a gravesite being here? Not your dad's, but there's a World War I.
Oh, no. That's just okay, so here's what happened. That got, me and my mom actually got that from, that's part of her family, and they replaced the stone, and they allowed us to take that one. There's no grave to it.
Oh.
It's just a stone. Yep, it's just
Okay.
a stone.
Well, the dog actually alerted to it right there when it's leaned up against the tree.
They theorized that the headstone had absorbed some of the scent of human remains from the cemetery where it came from, resulting in a false alert. While it was good news that they hadn't found a body, it was also troubling because they still had no leads about what happened to Jim. Only later would they realize they had overlooked a crucial source of evidence. Still, a promising lead turned up. On a property just a few miles down the road, the investigator stopped by to chat with a man named Kenny who knew both Mike and Jim.
Sheriff's Office, how are you? Look for Mike.
Huh?
Michael Dixon.
What about him?
Looking for him.
He ain't seen him for a couple days.
Sure about that?
Positive.
All right, well, because his car's right there.
I know it is.
Yeah. So let's not do something silly if you're not telling the truth.
Oh, I'm telling the truth.
Okay, so when did he drop his car off?
I guess last night, but I wasn't here. My girlfriend was here then.
Okay, can I get a look at it?
Oh, I don't care.
All right.
Apparently, Mike left his car behind because it was leaking transmission fluid. However, that was the only explanation he offered before taking off again. When looking through the back window, the deputies could see the chainsaw Jim's daughter said Mike took from the house. Mike's mom and stepdad, Denise and Frank Specie, lived just down the street from where Mike had left his car. When they headed over to the Specie house, the investigators found not only what they were looking for, but also would soon discover that multiple members of the Dixon family were hiding things, even if some of them didn't know it.
Mike? Mike, there's a Fairfield County's got a warrant for you. You can take it there. Okay? Why don't you take a couple hits off that cigarette?
Or you just can't hang it in your mouth, keep smoking it if you want.
A warrant for what?
That'll help you out. Is your dad here? Okay. Is there anybody else here or just your dad?
Dad, my daughter.
Okay.
The detectives placed Mike under arrest on a pre-existing traffic warrant, but that wasn't what they really wanted to talk to him about. They made him aware of his Miranda rights before getting to the heart of the matter.
You want to talk to me about what's been going on at Jim's house?
They say that daughter come down a few days ago and said that I had to get out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Been gone, I think, since the 5th. And his daughter comes saying, "Oh, I was getting rid of his stuff. I didn't get rid of nothing of his. He was like a dad to me."
So what do you think has happened to Jim?
I'm hoping nothing. I'm hoping he just took off, but I don't know why.
Further up the driveway, other detectives
He definitely know what happened to Jim. Is that Melody?
spoke with 18-year-old Melody.
Did James say where he was going or anything?
No. He didn't really say where he was going. He was just...
What happened to some of his stuff?
What do you mean?
Like his guns, his TV set, and all that.
With the gun...
Hey guys, I'm live on Twitch, so if I don't respond, I'm reacting to a video right now. Thank you.
Been missing. And I don't know about TV.
Hey Nathan, guys, I'm live on Twitch, so if I don't respond, I'm sorry.
Unfortunately for Melody, Kenny and his son Jeff, who owned the property where Mike left his car, told the detectives otherwise.
Mike Dixon, did he sell you a TV, or trade a TV?
The other missing TV was purchased by Kenny. This was just the tip of the iceberg when it came to Melody's secrets, and they only became more troubling from here.
Never sue the other driver after.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yo, what's up? What's up?
Hopeful that she would slip up again,
Do you think that something's happened to Jim?
I think he just took off because that's what he's been talking about for a while.
Where would he go?
Well, he told me and Dad, he's like, I'm just gonna not be here when you're there. And you guys can keep this place.
Thank you, girl. Everybody go show love to my girl Goddess. She a real one.
Because my family don't get a goddamn about me or whatever, so.
You think something's happened to him?
Hey Rama. Sorry guys, I'm on Twitch, so if I don't respond because I don't even have my glasses, so I can kind of see who's in here. So if you want, please go follow me on Twitch. Would appreciate it.
I don't really know this. Last time I've seen him was 4th, 5th.
Melody was talking to police on the 27th, meaning that Jim had been missing for around 23 days at this point. Melody said that prior to living with Jim and her father, Mike, she'd been in foster care and was specifically not supposed to be in contact with her father. The reason for this was stomach churning, as investigators would find out. But for now, police focused on what they knew and the note Jim supposedly left.
Did you and Jim have a relationship? No?
He wanted one.
You wanted one?
Jim wanted Melody. Oh Lord, I think I'm about to be right.
And then when I told him no, he went berserk, and that's what that letter was about.
This topic would come up again later. Currently, the detectives probably noticed that despite the dire situation, Melody's priority was clearly not the missing Jim, but her father, Mike.
Is he going to jail? Mike?
This is a warrant for you.
Mike was transported to the sheriff's office, where the detectives continued to question him about Jim's whereabouts.
But Jim had talked about in the past. Was there anything to indicate that he was going to, that his depression had reached a limit on that day?
I didn't think so.
Didn't think so? But I mean, if he was to basically, why would he take a TV?
Yeah.
While they'd already found the TVs Mike sold to Kenny and Jeff, investigators also tracked down more of Jim's missing property. A firearm matching the description of Jim's favorite rifle was sold on July 6th to an acquaintance of Mike's named Tommy, but he resold it 2 days later. Investigators were able to track it down and collected it as evidence. When chatting with the detectives, Tommy revealed more than just the location of the rifle. He also shared some concerning information about Jim and Mike's odd relationship.
Because, see, Michael beat the shit out of that old man a bunch. Like, yeah, they got in a fight a lot, man. That old man would get high on meth, because that old man was a meth head. And he'd get high on meth and stuff, and him and Michael would get into it, hot and heavy. I mean, he blacked Michael's eyes, and Michael blacked his eyes, too. I mean, it was like they was two fighting married couple. I swear to God, that's what you thought.
The next day, when the deputies returned to ask Tommy a few follow-up questions, he had something else to add, this time sharing what Mike had apparently told him about his daughter, Melody, and Jim.
So they're meth heads. Ooh. Okay. Guys, I'm live on Twitch. Please, if something, go live. Go watch me on Twitch, guys. Thank you.
Jim.
He had said that he had caught his daughter and him in bed. I asked him. That's on my kids. I asked him right in my living room 2 days before you guys arrested him. I asked him if he did it, and here's his exact reaction when I asked him. He's like, "No, man, I didn't do it like that. Like eating like how you put that? You know when somebody's being sarcastic, like you know, like you can see in their voice and hear that, you know, he knows more than what he was saying.
Everything Tommy shared was concerning, and investigators' suspicions only increased when they spoke to some of Jim's neighbors.
He mentioned that he was going to kill Jimmy, I don't know how many times.
Yeah, several times.
And this was even before Melody showed up down here. Because they get in fights, and they throw shit at each other. They get in fights, and the next thing you hear is a couple gunshots, and you have to wonder, okay, did somebody shoot somebody this time, really, for real?
At the sheriff's office, the investigators shared similar concerns with Mike.
I guess what makes it look strange for you, Mike, is that you guys continued to live there and never let anybody know that Jim was missing. I mean, why not call the sheriff's office and say, hey, this guy's left, the TV's missing, his gun's missing, and I haven't seen him for a few days. Even though I understand Jim's an adult, but why didn't you go and call us?
I don't know. I should have when I was going to. I asked a few people what they thought, and they said, oh no, Jim might be doing something he don't want the cops to know about. I should have called you.
And then Mike made a mistake.
Nah, I cared about Jim a lot, I did. But I mean, I'm not funny, but he was like my uncle.
Alarmingly, Mike used the past tense when referring to Jim.
I cared about him. Yeah, I heard that too. He was like my uncle. Like, you don't know what happened to him. He is. He should have said he is. Well.
It only got worse from there. Mike soon confessed to something so horrendous that not only was he placed under arrest, but detectives returned to the Specie residence to bring Melody in for an interview of her own.
How are you?
Good. Yeah.
Okay. Melody, I'd like to take you down to Louisville and talk with you about your dad. Okay? You okay to go?
You're not under arrest.
You're not under arrest or anything like that. We want to go down and just have a conversation with you in a nice private area.
Melody agreed to go back to the station. Once they got there, the detectives made her aware of her Miranda rights before finally getting down to business.
And what I would like for you to do is talk with us about the incident that occurred with Mr. Whitaker, about what your dad has told us. Are you willing to talk to us?
Do you actually have a recording of him saying that?
Sure do.
Could you check like a recording first and then send it to us?
I don't have the video with me.
So I basically have to go out on one right now.
Well,
I don't know if what you're telling me is correct or not.
wouldn't you want the family to have closure? Do you think that James deserves to be laying out?
People in my opinion.
Pardon?
You gonna create more videos?
They're not good people, so why would I want them? They're not good people. I don't know.
So you don't care about James?
No, I don't say. Well, he's a bad person.
In what way?
Every way, in my opinion.
In every way, in what way would that be?
Dad was just trying to protect me.
Why do you say James is a bad person?
Yeah, because we got in front of us and told Dad he had to leave, but wasn't going to leave. And they're screaming. I told him the F out, well, I had an instruction, like really bad, so I went to the line of steps, sneaked up to the dresser, and he grabbed me. And I was like, what the heck? And he just screamed loud, so he would get that out, and once he go, I was like, well, let me leave then, and I took a pull away from him.
Why didn't he want you to leave with your dad?
Because he's sick.
The investigators would return to the quandary of why Jim didn't want Melody to leave, and this discussion would reveal what could be the key to understanding this nightmare situation.
So you guys were arguing. I need to hear. Okay. So he has a hold of your wrist.
Yeah, we were on our wrist this morning, and then just bent me over. And I wasn't thinking, I just went to the back, and then he went out my throat.
Grab you by your throat.
Asked me to do for himself. Dad.
This wasn't the full story. Melody was leaving out some of the most chilling pieces, but for now, detectives had no choice but to turn to Mike, who told them a similar story, resulting in his arrest. Not only that, but he also agreed to go back to the property and reconstruct the crime scene for police.
I told him I was going downstairs to get my gun, and I went and got my gun.
Come up.
Yep.
You
That's
heard?
when Melody was coming out of the thing. I could hear them scruffling a little bit.
What were they? Were they saying anything to each other?
No, I just heard her kind of like yelling, and supposedly she grabbed like his gun. She said all she remembers is looking down the barrel of it. I heard the safety on this gun click off, and that's when I shot mine.
So Gene saw that your dad was pointing a gun at him?
Man, not in reaction time.
The structure motorized pergola system is reinventing the way homeowners experience.
Enough reaction time to do anything? Is that what you're saying?
I was like, not close. Not really how
The card was used at a gas station on the 4th of July. This very well could have been the last place Jim had gone, but they also probably had to wonder if this transaction was made by Melody or Mike using his card. Unfortunately, they never found out, as the gas station footage had already been recorded over. But something else Melody said in interrogation clued the investigators in on who else may have known about the crime, and lied about it as well.
Is your family like Frank, or is he married? Are they supporting you? I mean, are they being nice to you at least?
me and my grandpa,
Your grandpa?
Frank.
Frank? Okay, that's your grandpa. Okay. Have you tried to talk to him about it so that they understand what you're going through?
I mean, yeah, whenever we can really talk to my grandpa. But the other ones, you can't really trust them.
Mike also revealed that he told his stepdad Frank about killing Jim. This was about to be a big problem for Frank, as the police headed back to the Specie house a third time.
With that being told, I want you to understand something. I've already talked to Mike. I've already talked
Let
to
me,
Melody.
because they a little
They
slow
both
on this.
indicate-
Melody and Mike both insisted that she did foster care and was not supposed to be in contact with her father.
The Children's Services decided not to let Melody go back out because they think there's a possibility he made out with his own daughter.
What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? I knew this was gonna happen. He didn't save her because, oh my god, Jim is a freaking creep. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he is. But no, he was jealous. I told you he was jealous. He was jealous that his daughter was gonna leave him for Jim because he was avoiding his daughter and having an affair.
So they kept her in foster care. When she came up here and started visiting me, she wanted to see her dad, but nobody could stop her because she was 18. She started seeing her dad, but I don't know the things he said to her or whatever, but he got her back on drugs again, like meth and all that crap.
Brandy said that there were multiple previous CPS reports detailing an ongoing struggle to keep Mike and Melody apart, but this is unconfirmed. Brandy also alleged that Mike's mother Denise was not only aware of the incestuous relationship, but had purchased lingerie for Melody.
The grandma bought lingerie for her granddaughter to wear for her dad, and her dad has her hooked on drugs, meth and stuff. Oh my god, I mean, you don't gotta be a genius. Like, I kind of figured this is what's gonna happen because they look like people that like would do stuff like that. I was just like, I'm so good at this. I'm so good at like figuring out the plot. Yeah, that's what I thought.
However, we do not have evidence to confirm this claim. Melody's younger sister made even more revolting claims.
Whenever we lived out with his mom and dad, I walked in the trailer and Melody and he was under the blanket, but maybe.
You said that happened out at...
Oh my god, this poor girl. Oh my god! Ugh. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Breaking Denise's house? Was that
Yeah.
like a long time ago? Or like...
No, it wasn't. It hasn't even been a year yet. This September's going to be a year. They would always hold hands and all this. And he tried to hold my hand. He was like, "Come on, baby girl, you can hold my hand." I said, "No. Do you want me to beat the f out of you? That's just nasty. I'm not like 2 years old. I'm actually glad he's in jail. He needs to die in jail with all the that he's done."
Horrifically, Brandy and Melody's sister would not be the only ones to share troubling information with the police. Keith, the Whitaker family friend who had unknowingly helped Mike rearrange the crime scene, told the police that he had tried to convince Jim to kick Mike and Melody out, as he suspected they were having an incestuous affair. He told police that on multiple occasions while he was over, Mike and Melody would go downstairs together, and he would hear sounds of intimacy shortly thereafter.
Oh, that's so disgusting!
On one occasion, he said Melody invited him to stick around so they could have some fun, which sent Mike into such a rage that he grabbed a weapon and shot it out the back door several times. With the possibility of an illicit father-daughter relationship now in the mix, the investigators had to wonder if this could have been a factor in Jim's death. Little did...
Ew! Why are they hugging? I feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry for him.
They know the case would get even more twisted. While investigators had Melody and Mike at the crime scene, they focused on trying to locate Jim's remains. During his reconstruction of the crime, Mike walked the investigators through the chilling steps he took to get rid of the evidence.
So, you which way did you drag him down into here? You drug him right through here? And then show me where you laid the body.
What's your feet in that stuff, buddy?
His head was about right there. And the feet were down that way. And his head is about where your feet are. Okay. And you say you burnt him 10 to 15 hours?
Yes.
And you were, the whole time you were using wood, sticks, accelerant?
Well, really not. The only time I used any accelerant when I first started it.
Mike also said that he burned Jim's cell phone, multiple shotgun shells, and other spent casings.
Mike, how much stuff was piled on top of him, on top of the body?
Probably a foot or two.
A what?
Foot or two. So you got a foot or two on top of him. You light him. You throw tires on after it's going. And wood. And you just kept throwing that stuff on there?
For a little bit, not all that long. Then once I got it going, I went in the house.
Okay. Did you stir it around? Like, I mean, fluff him up, let's say, like you'd fluff a fire up?
Once.
You did? Did you see his body then when you fluffed it? Okay.
Did you come out and make sure that he was gone? You didn't look at it to see if there's anything left?
No.
The investigators were inclined to believe Mike, as they'd already found a way to substantiate his claims.
Let me see. That's something. Oh, it appears to be a skull cap.
I put this in my ears, and I haven't asked anyone to repeat themselves in over 3 months. This is magic. I wish I tried this before spending...
Oh my god.
Yeah. Is that hair right there?
There's more of that rope I could
That looks more like hair. Right, yeah, looks like it.
Lindsay.
There's some more.
The initial investigators and the K-9 units had passed over this very burn pit without alerting. Along with the bone shards, the investigators also found a bone with what looked to be medically implanted scaffolding. Jim's doctor confirmed that the device could be consistent with the spine surgery Jim had years ago. But it still wasn't over. According to Mike, there was another place that needed to be searched for the rest of Jim's remains. Just a few days after Mike and Melody were arrested, the sheriff's department decided to pay Mike's stepfather, Frank, another visit.
Alright, so this is what's happening. I have a warrant for your arrest. What? Okay, for obstruction of justice, okay, during the investigation, okay?
What?
Alright, so I'm gonna place you under arrest right now, okay? I need you to turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Frank was cooperative, but Denise wasn't shy about expressing her displeasure.
This
sucks.
While Frank was in jail, the lead detectives, along with the prosecutor, once again tried to convince him to share what he knew about the case. What he revealed was appalling.
There was conversations that I know you had with Michael, with Melody present, especially when it came to destroying the teeth.
Frank insisted he didn't know anything until they showed him a video clip of him mentioning this to an officer, at which point he magically remembered.
Why did he tell you that he destroyed the teeth? How did that come out?
He just come out and said it because he seemed like he really got into it. He just seemed like it was weird because he seemed like he enjoyed it. And I'm like, you enjoyed something like that?
I need to understand how he got from Jimmy's gone to describing in detail to the point where you think he enjoys destroying human teeth, because that's a big jump. And you've given me no detail here.
Did he say whether or not Jimmy was dead when he knocked the teeth out?
Yeah, he said he was gone. That's what I kept saying. He was gone. He didn't say nothing about him being dead. He's gone.
After learning this, the detectives brought Mike back out for another walkthrough and enlisted his help to find what might remain of the teeth and the jawbone he said was kept with it.
What was it in again?
A bull. I believe it was plastic. Hold on.
Yep. Like this? You sit underneath this shelf or underneath here?
Underneath right there.
Could it be anywhere else? How big's a bowl?
I was bigger on that metal right there.
How high is it?
About 3-4 inches. That wasn't that. It wasn't that? Mm-hmm.
Where could it have gone?
Once you guys have done moved, I just thought we'd found it by now. I mean, it wasn't hid, just sitting there.
Detectives were left with no choice but to out the entire basement, one item at a time. Despite all this work, Jim's jawbone and his teeth could not be found. An examination of the remains that were located revealed the sickening reason Mike had taken the chainsaw with him when he first fled Jim's residence. Many of the bone fragments showed evidence of cut marks, suggesting that Mike dismembered Jim's body before burning it. However, it was impossible to determine a precise cause of death because the remains were so damaged. Even after making this horrible discovery, the most shocking revelation was yet to come.
There's more? Oh. How much more is there? I thought that was the secret.
Several months later, while waiting for the case to go to court, one of Melody's cellmates asked to speak with the detectives. What she alleged aligned with what many had feared all along.
Well, her and her dad had a relationship of sleeping with each other.
How do you know that?
I mean, we knew that.
How did she say it?
Her dad had, bedroom together, and
Told her, I was like, you know that's not
right. And she just acted like it was no big deal. So, I mean, every day we would tell her and ask her, why are you, she's in love with her dad.
Did you have relationship with James Whitaker?
No.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever kiss?
No.
Not even a kiss.
Contrary to this, another woman incarcerated with Melody claimed she'd heard the exact opposite about Melody and Jim.
Did she ever talk about any kind of relationship with him?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
What did she say about that?
I mean, pretty much that she would sleep with them for money.
If Melody did have a relationship with Jim as well as her father, it had the potential.
What did I tell you? She was having a relationship with Jim. The daddy got jealous, so the daddy got rid of Jim. And there it is. There we got it. That was 55 minutes. I could have figured that out. I had a feeling. I mean, obviously, you know, you cannot just make assumptions. But sometimes in life, you look like a stereotype. And they look like the stereotype. And sometimes the stereotypes be right. And I knew this was gonna happen. The only thing I was like, no, there's nothing. I said it. Matter of fact, play it back. Play it back where I said it. Couple minutes before this. Like right here I said it.
To change almost everything about the case. It would explain the regular fights between Jim and Mike, and could mean that the shooting was the fallout of a twisted love triangle. While looking for proof of a relationship between Melody and Jim, the detectives obtained a search warrant to go through Melody's phone.
There's a video on your phone. You know, police officers retrieved your phone. Looks like there's contact between you and your father. Would that be accurate or not?
Yes.
How long had you had a relationship with Michael?
Well, the first thing that happened was when I got taken out of mom's custody and put in grandma's custody back in 2017.
Melody claimed to be on meth each time she had relations with her father.
How many times did that happen?
The meth using or?
You can reverse the trailer, wire a fuse box, catch a foul ball.
16, like, between 4 and 6 times.
Disturbingly, this had taken place at the Specie house, while Melody and Mike were living with Frank and Denise, Melody's grandparents. As Melody's confession continued, it only became more upsetting.
And how many times after that did it happen when you weren't at your grandmother's? Like, did that start to happen when you started to live with him and James?
Yeah.
About how many times?
I don't know more than I can count. For like years of my life, whenever you try to say no, and then like men are on top of you and you can't push them off, and then whenever I would tell my dad no, he would stop and he would respect that. So that's why I thought it was okay, because he would always stop. I said no.
You realize it wasn't okay? You know that now? You also realize it wasn't your fault? Because it wasn't, okay? It was not okay. It wasn't your fault. He's a grown-ass man and you know better.
In 2021, Michael Dixon was sentenced to life in prison for murder.
Disgusting. Disgusting. Michael, disgusting. I hope you're rot in jail.
Along with 3 years for tampering with evidence and 16 and a half years for engaging in corrupt acts. He will not be eligible.
He should get some for incest too. Like, you put more charges.
For parole until 2070, at which point he would be 91 years old. Melody, meanwhile, was convicted on 2 counts of obstruction of justice and 3 counts of tampering with evidence. She was sentenced to 9 years in prison. and will be eligible for release in 2029. Finally, Frank was
Bro, this man look funny. 2029? Oh, she out in 4 years. She don't got much time to go.
convicted on one count of obstructing justice. He received credit for time served and 5 years on probation. Despite these convictions, we still don't know the full truth about why Mike killed Jim or the exact date of Jim's death. These factors will remain a mystery until either Mike or Melody reveal these final secrets.
Just so you know, Kate had a...
I don't know, but I have a feeling. Okay? Like, that's what it was. They said they don't really know how it happens. I know how it happened. Probably she got some money and James was gonna give her the money, but you know, James was like, yo, you are you gonna put it on me if I'm gonna give you some money? And she said, hell yeah. Daddy found out, oh my God, you whore, that's my daughter, that's my girl. And so Dad goes, confronts Jim, okay, and Jim is like, that's my girl, you a sicko.
A baby.
Huh?
Yeah.
You scared me. You scared me. Why you not sleep? It's 10:29. No TV. Go. It's sleepy time.
Okay, I'm taking out the TV.
I'm gonna take it off. Go pee. And then this is what happened. No, you should have been going to sleep. I thought you was been asleep. It's 10:30. Yeah. So, yeah, guys. With that being said, see you next time. I gotta go to the gym tomorrow, and I'm tired, so